Canada just got visa-free entry to China, and people are already celebrating like it's no rules, no paperwork. Wrong. One tiny mistake at the border, like the wrong purpose, the wrong document, or the wrong day count, and your visa-free trip can turn into denied entry or a frantic last-minute visa scramble. If you're planning a China trip in 2026, for tourism, family, or business meetings, this update can save you time and money. But if you misunderstand who qualifies, how the 30-day limit is counted, or what you're allowed to do inside China, you could blow your itinerary, your conference, or even your return flight. Hi, I'm Alex Selivanov, founder of Visa Center here in Toronto. With decades of global experience in diplomacy, visas, and legal documents, I help my clients navigate complex international paperwork with confidence and zero stress. If you need a power of attorney, a visa, or just solid advice on global travel bureaucracy, you're in the right place.
What changed and the exact dates. Here's the headline. From Feb 17, 2026 to Dec 31, 2026, Beijing time, Canadian ordinary passport holders can enter mainland China without a visa for up to 30 days, for approved short-stay purposes. China's embassy FAQ also frames this as part of the broader visa waiver list and confirms the 30-day cap per stay. What you can do, visa-free, the safe list. If you have a valid Canadian ordinary passport, you can use visa-free entry for tourism, sightseeing, business, think meetings, conferences, trade fairs, short visits, visiting family and friends, exchange activities, transit. And yes, this applies whether you travel solo or with a tour group. Who still needs a visa, this is where people mess up. Visa-free does not mean do whatever you want. You still need a visa if you're going to China for work, any employment activities, study, degree programs or longer study plans, news coverage, media work. China's embassy is explicit. These purposes are not covered by the visa waiver. Also, if you plan to stay over 30 days, you must apply for the appropriate visa in advance, or, if an emergency happens, apply for a stay permit after entry, not guaranteed. The resident in Canada trap, very common. This visa-free policy is about nationality plus passport, not your address. So if you live in Canada, but you don't hold a Canadian passport, PR, work permit, study permit, visitor record, etc., you do not automatically qualify for this visa waiver. Your entry rules depend on the passport you hold, meaning you may still need to apply for a China visa before travel. Double-check using your nationality and the China visa application channel. 3 overlooked rules that matter a lot, new updated insights. Insight number 1, your 30 days starts the next day. China's embassy FAQ says the 30-day clock is calculated from the day after you enter, and it's 30 calendar days, not a monthish. Insight number 2, multiple entries are allowed, and China says no total day cap right now. This is a big one. The embassy FAQ says eligible travelers can enter multiple times, and currently there's no restriction on number of entries or total days. But you must not do activities inconsistent with your stated purpose. Translation: don't visa-free your way into working or studying. Insight number 3, not all passports qualify. You need an ordinary passport valid for at least your intended stay. If you're traveling on a temporary emergency document or non-ordinary travel document, you're not eligible for visa-free entry. Your border officer proof pack, what to have on your phone. China's embassy specifically recommends carrying supporting documents that match your stated purpose, such as return to onward ticket, hotel booking, accommodation reservation, invitation letter, especially for business or visiting someone. Also, Canada's official travel advisory now flags this visa-free window and reminds travelers to verify eligibility and get the right visa if they don't meet the criteria. The rule nobody tells you until it's a problem. Accommodation registration. If you stay in a hotel, they usually handle it. If you stay in a private home, China's National Immigration Administration guidance says foreigners staying outside hotels must file accommodation registration with local public security organs, police stations, often within the local required time frame. Let's do fast recap. Visa-free China, Feb 17, Dec 31, 2026, is for Canadian ordinary passport holders up to 30 days for tourism, business, family visits, exchange transit. Work, study, media, or stays over 30 days, visa required. Call to action if you want, comment China 30 and tell me your passport nationality, your purpose, tourism, business, family, and how many days you plan to stay. And I'll tell you whether you're likely visa-free or visa required and what documents to prep. And subscribe, because pilot programs can change fast, extensions, edits, or new eligibility rules can drop with very little notice.